Okay, Stephanie, for anybody hearing for the first time about Big Shiny Tunes, what is it? Where is it? And where can people grab tickets?
Well, the show will be at the Marquee Ballroom on Gottingen Street, where we've been hosting it every year. This is actually our fifth year. Tickets can be found at Ticket Pro. It will be taking place February 6th and 7th in the evening, and tickets are $40 plus taxes and fees.
Oh,
And
taxes and fees.
the taxes and the fees, they gotta happen.
It's worth it. Yeah, you'll be like, why wasn't it $100 plus taxes and fees?
Exactly. People tell us it helps them get through the winter.
Yeah. It helps me get through the winter. It's
Okay,
pretty
good.
much one of the biggest things that I like every day. I kind of rehearse a little bit and while I work out or whatever. And like it just, at first it was really terrifying, but then it just started to bring me more joy. It's really life enhancing.
Well, it's very good, and you really shine on that stage. Like
Aw.
everyone's like, Christina, she just always delivers. That's what they all say.
Aw. What if I don't this year?
Then you'll be fired.
There's no guarantee that I'll be
I
hired
don't
next
believe
year
you won't
anyway.
deliver. I know what you're doing. It's going to be great.
It's not the same lineup every year. So,
No, we have to change it up a little bit, but it's really hard to say goodbye to people. Like
yeah.
really hard because we want everyone. But the show can only be so long and you can only have so many people. And we like the format that we have. It works really well. So, and we like to bring in a few new, faces every year. So we just change it up, but people have gone and then returned. Like we've got some people that have, didn't do it for a couple years and they came back. And
So how do you choose the performers for Big Shiny Tunes show?
it kind of comes down to there are a few real fan favorites that really deliver. And they also don't do a lot of other shows like this. So it makes a difference to have people that are on this show that aren't doing all these other kind of shows that are in town.
Yeah.
And we just honestly, we just like to have good people who bring the good vibes. The vibes need to be as good backstage as they are out in the crowd. And the people that bring like the really awesome energy to the green room, we love that. And we've had like just such a great group every year. Like
Yeah.
the people that have come and done this show have just been so much fun. They love being there. And yeah, it's just all about the good vibes.
So how did Big Shiny Tunes, this particular event, actually begin?
This event began with a conversation around the kitchen table, like so many things do. Dave Sampson, Mike Farrington, and I were just hanging out one night, having drinks, and we just started talking about like fun show ideas. It was still in the pandemic. Like it was, our first show was the spring of 2022. So it was, it was early in that year, early in 2022, and we wanted to come up with an idea of a show that was just a fun night out, that there was no hierarchy in the like who's opening, who's headlining. It was just like everyone was on the same level, and we were trying to come up with a good idea, and we were just kind of shooting the shit, coming up with ideas, and then the Big Shiny Tunes idea came up. Like, what's your favorite Big Shiny Tunes album? Dave asked me, he's like, what's your favorite Big Shiny Tunes album? He's like, two. And I was like, okay. And then we just kind of went from there. Like that is the number one selling compilation in Canada and like of all time is Big Shiny Tunes 2. So yeah, that's really just where it came from. And we reached out to a bunch of people and we're like, do you like this idea? And then we came up with the concept of the two bands, a band for each set. And that was also a way of bringing in more people, like just bringing more people to the party, Just
Awesome.
more band members in addition to the artists.
The bands are hot. So fun to be on stage with them.
They're so good. Like as much as I love the singers and they always shine, like the band blows my brains. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
they're like both bands, like everyone is so good. Like the songs to me sound so much like the record. It's the records. It's unreal, really.
As a performer, it gives me more confidence and like I take it more seriously
Yeah.
knowing that the bands are so hot. and it's so
Yeah.
much more fun. Like you just there's nothing I don't have I'm not worried about anything except myself and messing it up.
Yeah.
And forgetting lyrics.
No, I get that. And like honestly, I feel like from day one, like the people that we picked, everyone like showed up. I think it was like you look around the room and you're like, "Oh, I'm not going to be the, this
Yeah. I don't
I'm
want to
not letting
stink.
anyone else outshine me. Like I need to bring it." And I think everyone came with that same attitude. And yeah, and so the band has been like a repeat band every year. We don't change that up. It's really about the core of the that band is available, and we go from there.
Good. Don't fuck with
Yeah.
it. It's working.
No. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
recipe that works, so we're happy with that.
So, how do you decide each year which songs make the cut?
The
I know,
songs, it's
I know a bit.
honest.
I know the process, and it's it's not simple.
No, it is not simple. And also, there's Mike and I are the same age, but Dave is about 10 years younger than us. So, like, what he knows and what we know is also like very different, or what really like hits our hearts versus what hits his is also can be very different. Like, songs that are so nostalgic to us, he's like, I don't even know what that is. So
Yeah.
you throw a lot of songs around. And then we also asked for input. Everyone's really excited to give input from the band and from the singers as well. Um, and then but it's like we can't have things that are you can't have things that are all too similar. Like if you decide like, oh, we're gonna do a Nirvana song, like we can't do all things that are so skewed to like that genre. Like they have to be. You have to have pop, you have to have the rock, you have to have the heavy, you have to have the indie, you have to have the alternative, the grunge. Like you got to have a little bit of everything to bring it all together. And like slow songs, we really try to only keep one slow song per set because the room definitely wants the energy. They crave the energy like a lot. And if you don't know a song like from the first, two bars, it's like no. Like if I
Yeah.
don't know it immediately, like no.
Same.
There's just
I
yeah.
can't sing it if I don't,
No, I
it
get that.
doesn't really get to me. But I'm often pitching songs that are not even on the Big Shiny Tunes
I
record
know.
because
And we do pick a handful of like songs from that era
uh-huh.
because even like sometimes there might be like a hit song that like Garbage had, but the song that's on the record is not as big of a hit. I'd say just probably because Much Music couldn't afford to pay for like the bigger hit, so they got the lesser one. So,
Right.
we take our own, you know, opportunity to pick whatever it is that we want. I mean, we keep coming down to like we're making the rules here, like we're producing the show, so it's okay to just pick something different. We can just like make them up, make the rules up as we go along. But it is a lot of just hammering it out, listening to so many songs, and we all just listen to songs at our own, and then we come together and work through it. Really,
Well, I must say that the set lists are incredible, and I've been there now two years in a row, and this is coming up my third year, and it's just I mean it's just wild. Like for someone coming for the first time, these are ticket buyers too listening. Maybe they haven't been before. How would you describe a typical Big Shiny Tunes night?
I would describe the night as have it's very positive energy, like
Yeah,
positive vibes in the room. The bar staff too at the marquee, they love the show. So everyone's like amped when they go. Like everyone's just like in a good headspace, having fun. And we play like I also make a playlist of songs like from those genres, like from that era. So when you're in, you're already listening to songs from that era. And then you go into the show. And we've been really trying to do a bit of a dramatic, like, killer song off. We're very specific about how we pick the first song because it really
hmm
sets the tone for sure. The first song at the top of each set is selected specifically just because we really feel like it'll make an impact in the room.
hmm
And then honestly, people are just singing along the whole time. They're dancing, they're screaming. Like
yeah,
it is wild and so much fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even if I get so carried away in the moment, I don't want to forget my lyrics, but if I were to or slur a word, the audience is right there with you,
Yeah.
giving you the lyrics back, and because it can be distracting, you're looking out, and people are so into it, and you kind of want to have a moment with everybody in the audience, but you gotta stay on the beat,
Yeah.
and and yeah, it's one of the most remarkable as a performer, like the energy, one of the most remarkable events for really getting it back in your face. Like everything you give, you get back a million
Yeah.
times more.
I
And you
remember
look,
when you did the Killers song. I think that was your first one that you did. And
oh
you came off stage and you were just like, oh my
my
God, that
God.
was insane. Like,
It
and
was
it was
such a
just fun.
blast.
Yeah, it was just so fun for you to do it the first time because it's like there's 750 people in the room.
Yeah.
And they're just they all know the words, like they're all singing along. Like it's intensely extremely fun.
Yeah, yeah. So go get your tickets, folks. If
Yes, get your
I'm
tickets.
yeah, make don't let this be the year you miss, and you'll never want to miss it again. Uh, let's get out there and fill the room. And Steph, is there anything else you want to say about the Big Shiny Tunes? And it's coming up. It's coming up soon.
Is there anything I want to say, Big Shine Tunes? It's, you know what? Get out and see some live music. It's a great time of year to get out of the house. It's early. We have it in the winter. It's the first weekend of February. Um, you will not be disappointed. You will have a great time, and I'll give you your money back guarantee. It'll be a
I will
great time.
I will give you your money back, guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah, you will not regret it. It's such a fun night, and yeah, it helps boost you through the winter.
Yeah, totes. And a lot of us are staying at the Moxie Hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Moxie Hotel is right around the corner and very convenient and a very fun little hotel, great bar, great restaurant. And you can also hit up the Winter Warmer in the middle of the afternoon. If you want to go Saturday afternoon, we're on Friday night and Saturday night, and then the Winter Warmer is on Saturday afternoon. I mean, you don't even have to go very far.
The warmers, I love them. It's actually it's a similar kind of amazing positive vibe. And
Yeah.
those are my two favorite shows in Halifax of the winter. Yeah.
And some of the members in the band that from Big Shiny Tunes also play or in the Warmers band and or perform. And it's or performing in the show. I'm like, are you guys not so tired? They do 3 shows in 48 hours. It's
They're
wild.
they're probably doing cocaine.
Yeah.
No, it's incredible. Like it's incredible what they do. Yeah, I would think they would be exhausted. I mean, I only have to do 2 songs.
I
And
know.
they're
And they
they're
do yeah, some of them like Tori
yeah.
Cameron, like she'll be
Ugh,
performing. She sings backup on every single song at Big
yeah.
Shiny Tunes and takes the
Tori's
lead on a song. And then plus she's like performing with the Warmers. Like that girl is like unstoppable.
She is incredible. I
Yeah.
love sharing the stage with Tori. All of them.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Steph.
Well,
Thanks to
thank you for
you
having me.
and thanks to Dave and you and Mike for making this a thing that people don't want to miss. Like it's like everyone wants to be a part of it. And get your tickets, folks, if you haven't yet. Do it.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Join
there.
us.